Oh yeah, true. You're right.
Damn
Good shout.
pre-rolls.
That 3 minute ad going, so it's even like throws it back farther. That's not how it works, but you know what? Might as well.
Right. So what these
I
folks
want to open
focus.
everyone's stream, but I know I can't. Otherwise, I'll suffer the consequences.
Um, how, how do I knock from here? Is there a way to do the knock from here? Oh, here we go. Stream together. Stream together with. Uh,
Oh yeah, you're right.
Oh,
Here, I
and
got you.
oh, my screen's working. Oh my god, yes.
There. Here's a knock for you, good sir.
okay, cool. Accept. Open stream together.
Share. Remember to join share chat. Oh, you have to start share chat.
Oh, okay. Good question is,
Cool. We are
I've never
good.
not been the host, so it was like, oh, this is weird.
I'm about to hit go live. Let me mute my freaking audio real fast so I'm not just talking.
God, Lone Stone, why can't why aren't you sharing chat?
Oh, did I? I didn't press it. It says
Oh
I'm.
no,
I'm
you did. Okay, okay, okay.
about to
There
say
we go.
it. I should. It says a shared track.
I think I clicked it right as you said, all right, you got it. Then I was like, where is it? What do you mean?
What do you mean
What
I'm
is
not sharing chat?
And my
what are you
screen looks
talking about?
super scuffed, but I think it'll just have to do for now, honestly.
Alright.
Yo, hey, we'll just keep getting better and better with it each time.
Takes a mess to make a masterpiece.
I can't believe
Hey,
you, Witty. Just abandoning Skyrim for this.
It's all your fault.
Pokemon Stadium 2.
It's all your
But it's
fault.
Pokemon Stadium 2.
You're
I'm
killing
so,
me, Pete.
I'm
You're
so, you're
killing me.
killing me, Peter. You, Peter.
Oh man. Is everybody ready?
I
Everybody
was
started?
I was trying to say PD because I was watching Remember the Titans. Or I'm watching Remember the Titans again, so
Heck yes. Yeah, I'm ready.
Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and
that's
do my
13 seconds
I'm
intro.
to
not
the ad. So,
I'm not
Yeah.
ready to go live just yet, unfortunately, but you guys can go ahead. Don't wait on me.
Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and do my intro. Go ahead and get started. Alright. Hello everybody. You guys know who I am, and if you don't, my name is Malik, the realest man breathing, the Lone Stone Playboy, the Champion's Chariot, and the Master of the Mind. And we have the episode 2 of the Comatose podcast. We came up with an official name for it. It was untitled in the first one, and now we have an official podcast made by me and Witty. And speaking of people
yes.
around me, I have Miss Witty Waifu, I have Mr. Vilas, I have Mr. Pyros on Fyro, and if anybody else wants to join, you are more than welcome to join our podcast, whether it's in chat or on Discord call. You just gotta join Witty's Discord so you can be on the call with us. But I'll go ahead and let everybody else
I'll
introduce
go.
themselves.
Yeah. Let me throw the Discord in there real fast, just for anybody.
If I can do
Cheesy.
here. I think if I do, I wonder if I do like Discord, will it post everyone's at the same time? It's only going to work for mine.
That was a
It'll.
great introduction. You guys nailed it.
I know.
Oh my god, I just hit red on my mic and I probably blew so many eardrums out.
Oh no, no, I promise.
I turned
Okay,
you
but then
down
there we
on
go.
Discord, so I didn't really hear nothing.
Yeah, my mic just like it went all red the whole bar. So I was like, "Oh no." I just blew out eardrums.
It's okay, bro.
If that's the
So,
case.
I'll go ahead and introduce myself. I am Witty Waifu. We are streaming today. We're doing, like Lone Stone said, the Comatose podcast. We have Lone Stone, we have Vilas, and we have Pyro with us. And, like otherwise or already stated, if you guys want to jump in, join the Discord, you can hop into the podcast chatter. Just know that you will be on Twitch. It will be streamed, and you are being recorded.
We're
But
watching you.
I'm super excited. Yeah, we're always watching, Wazowski.
Always watching. I'm watching you, Wazowski.
No, Rye, you're not allowed to join because me and you will trauma dump the whole time. We can't do it. That's safe for repo.
Oh, what do you remember? Do share chat if you want.
Yes. Oh, I have to hit shared chat too?
Yeah.
Oh, my B. I thought it was like a somebody said it and then everybody was able to. Let me get in there.
Usually it does, but I'm surprised it wasn't.
Yeah, but I hope you guys are having such a beautiful morning. I'm super excited. There we go. Now we got shared chat going.
There we go. Yeah, we got it.
Yeah. So, hello everybody. Hello, Randall. Say, and hello the Viking. What's up, my dude? I'm so glad you were able to make it this round. We're actually gonna play games today. I'm going to be playing Pokemon Stadium 2 for the Nintendo 6 or on the Nintendo 64 is what we're gonna be rocking out to until I get pissed off, and then probably switch over to Skyrim like everybody else is today. So.
Wait, Pyro, are you playing Skyrim too, bro?
Yes, I am.
That's what I'm talking about, man. Skyrim gang.
I may need to put my mic volume up a bit higher. Okay, I can do that. I
Give me
just
one
didn't want to
second.
be
No, not allowed.
overwhelming. I'll eat the mic
Oh,
too
if you
today.
do that, I'm gonna have to. I'm ready to start changing
know.
audio settings because I just turned you up, like I said I was.
Give me
a
1 second,
while ago.
guys.
Yeah, balance. Skyrim.
Balance.
Payday. Heck yes, my dude. Skyrim
Beautiful.
is way to go. Increase the witty. Hey, that's the first time ever. But that is me. We have some lovely other people that would like to introduce themselves. Everybody in here, go follow, all that good stuff. If you want to do any extra little bits, do those extra little bits to everybody. But this entire community that we have managed to create and kind of accumulate throughout these, few months has been beautiful. So I highly recommend everybody that's in this podcast, please go follow them. They do dope shit. They also stream on days that I typically don't stream. So if you enjoy the chill calmness that I bring, you're gonna enjoy the chill calmness that they bring on like weekdays and stuff. So give you guys a little bit of ear tingles throughout the week.
Mm-hmm. Little jelly
I
for your
have
ear.
played modded Skyrim apparently.
Oh, you got the PC?
no.
Nice. Ain't nothing wrong with that. It just means that you're gonna win faster.
Maybe we'll see. Apparently, I have alternate start going. So
Is that the one where you just start in like past Helgen and everything?
yeah, you can choose where to start.
Oh, that's what's up. You can choose wherever you want to start at. I need to get the PC version.
Yeah,
Hold
it's
up.
like, either it's like a little like backstory. It's like, oh, you were shipwrecked, or like you were shipwrecked near not Dawnstar. What's the other one? What's next to
Dawn
Dawnstar?
Morrowind, Oblivion.
No, I was right. Dawnstar. Sorry, I had Winterhold and Dawnstar messed up in my head.
Oh,
I
okay.
almost said Isengard. I was like, that's Lord of the Rings.
We're taking the ghost to Isengard.
That's what I was saying in my head. Okay,
Pyro.
so who
Yeah,
are you speaking?
yeah. I was about to say, Pyro. You want to do your introduction?
Oh, hi, hello. I am Pyro as Lone Stone of the Pyro, which Lone Stone has amazing nicknames for everybody.
Yes.
I'm your average gamer slash fat man. So if you want to just hang out, guys, this is the place to be. Oh God, you have a feet command?
I sure do.
I had to hit it. I had to
No, you
hit it.
don't. There's no shot.
Oh my God. Oh, if you want to love our shenanigans, this is part of the shenanigans we get up to. Well, they get up to. I just try to exist through it.
Yeah,
He said,
I've
I am
seen-
here.
I've seen them messages, bro. You act like we didn't have that talk last night, but I ain't gonna air you out. I ain't gonna air you out.
Yes, please join our socials and everything. I was like, I'm not gonna say anything. I don't know if mine's gonna pop in if I do links. There's
Yeah.
also my socials if you want to join
Yes.
and follow our escapades of stupidity and fun times,
Heck yes.
especially during repo.
Oh,
Yes. Oh my God, yes.
That's right. You better run.
And then, last but not least,
I
we
guess that
have
just leaves me.
heck yes.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. If you're new here, welcome. If not, welcome back. My name is Vilas. I am an aspiring variety streamer. Right now, I'm doing a playthrough of Dragon Age Origins. If you haven't heard of it, then maybe you should stop by and watch me play it a little bit. It's a pretty good game. I recommend it. I want to go ahead and once again thank Malik and Waifu for setting this up so that I could be a part of it. But anyway, with that being said, I hope you all have a snack and some water next to you. I have water, and it's about 80% gone, so I will probably have to get up and get more. But hopefully you are all staying hydrated today.
Facts.
Depending on where you are in the world, it might be pretty warm outside, so
Mm-hmm.
hope you have a
God, yeah.
water source next to you.
That and the humidity is gonna kill us all at this point. I feel like.
Nah, facts.
Ooh, gotta crack my drink. ASMR. There you go. Let's go.
So important, so important. So we can go ahead and get into it. We have 10 major topics that we're going to be talking about over these 2 hours that we're together. And it's a mix between IRL topics and gaming topics, and I just make sure to jumble them together. Me and Witty came up with some really good ones, and anybody in Witty's chat, you guys are more than welcome to throw us topics where it's not just me and her making topics. So don't feel like you can't say anything or throw any suggestions. We are very easygoing. But we'll go ahead and get started.
No one is allowed.
Oh yeah, as long as you're following. Like I said, the only 3 rules that I mainly have is don't speak about anybody's private life unless they're okay with it and they're willing to speak on it. Don't disrespect anybody, and don't speak on the dead. That's off topic.
Yeah.
That's my main ones.
I feel like that is reasonable and simple enough. It is
So-
one of those.
The first topic is what's been bringing you peace lately, and we can just start. Whoever wants to start.
How? Listen, you know, you ain't gotta tell me twice about talking. So what has been bringing me peace lately? Honestly, this has been bringing me peace. Like, in all seriousness, being able to get on during the weekends. Like I was saying yesterday when I was streaming, I was sitting because I'm house sitting, so I'm not able to be like by my computer at all times 24/7 like I normally am on the weekends. So I felt not like this uneasy, unnerving feeling, but it's just like this is something that I am able to do and just shut my brain off and wind down and chill. And this has been one thing that I thought wasn't going to bring me as much peace as it actually is. So I initially started streaming and was thinking, okay, this is going to be like, kind of feel like a second job kind of thing. Like, okay, this is what I need to do. I need to have, you know, all this stuff set up. And I was starting to set myself up for failure because I had all these ideas that I wanted to throw in. And then after I kind of sat back and was like, okay, calm down, simmer down, take it one bite at a time. One of the ladies I used to work with, she always used to tell me, you can only eat an elephant one bite at a time. And I know that sounds like a ridiculous statement, but you can
I beg to
only do
differ.
so much. Yeah, like you can only do so much. You can't just go in guns a-blazing. You're going to have burnout. You're going to have that burnout so fast. And that was
Facts.
what I didn't want to happen, is I didn't want video games to ever become a chore or just something that was a daunting task for me. Video games have always been like a kind of just a media outlet that I've been able to use, and really, like I said, just shut my brain off. I can go in, I can mindlessly play games, I can do whatever I want in the games, and it's so relaxing.
Facts.
And I never wanted that. Yeah, that's why I never wanted it to become this thing where it's like, let me get my game loaded up, let me turn this on, let me do this. Now let me. It's one of those where I love video games so much I didn't want it to make me hate games.
Yes.
And with that, I have not acquired said burnout because I think I'm taking it, you know, slow enough. I was going way too quick with everything, but now that I've kind of dialed back and really honed in on what I'm wanting to do with the streams and how I'm actually wanting to game, it has now become just a serene, peaceful, let's relax, let's do this. Okay, I can come in here, mine can be off, I can talk with you guys. I don't necessarily have to say intelligent things and can just joke around the whole time. Like, it has become very, very much my kind of peace. My little corner that I have created over here for myself has been the most relaxing thing ever. Yeah, so that's what's been bringing me peace lately. And then I've also started to dance again. So I've become a little bit more consistent with that. And dance is very much, that's something else we can touch on. I'll probably touch on more. But dance has been a kind of outlet for me to express emotions. If I'm not necessarily able to put them into words, I can at least use art to do that. And so finding dance and finding my love for dance again has been so amazing. Oh my gosh, it's been so amazing to just be able to, like I said, shut my mind off, do this, put on some good music, and just relax. So that's really been my like two main piece things at this point, and I really enjoy it. Like it's not harmful. It's not like a substance I'm having to use for anything, which is really really nice. That I'm not going in going, okay, like I need on the weekends. Let me grab a beer. Let me grab this. Let me just get absolutely sloshed to kind of be in this like subdued state. It's a healthy form of coping, I guess, is what it is. But yeah, that's kind of my piece at this point in time in my life.
Good, good.
I just want everyone to know my character name is, or my character is an Argonian, and I'm naming him Histwalker.
Histwalker.
Oh, Argonians. Heck
Walks
yes.
with the Hist. Also, my mods are outdated, so I apologize if things are not going to be loaded right.
Nah, you're good, bro. I'll say for me, what's bringing me peace is that I'm currently in this group therapy class that I go to every week. Cause like I said, I'm always preaching people to take care of their mental health, and I'm always gonna be that, and I make sure I always practice what I preach. So I've been, one of the great things about being a veteran is that you have access to stuff, but it's only as good as you use the tools they give you. And I'm always gonna be like, well, I always have that mentality that nobody's gonna do anything for you, so better than you can do it for yourself. So I've been doing everything that I need to do to take care of my mental by getting back into journaling, meditating. Streaming has been another good outlet for me to just be able to just have a good time and take care of myself. So that's been bringing me a lot of peace lately, and just really doing things that I enjoy. So all of those things have been bringing me a ton of peace that I'm glad to have now compared to beforehand, because when you're not productive, it can be hard to, you know, be at peace, especially when you're so used to just being on go like I am. So it's just been helping me out a lot with all the things that I've been doing.
Yeah, God,
Yeah,
journaling's
and
huge.
I would like to just add on to the veteran resources thing. It's those resources are only as good as the people who allow you to use them. Things like VA support. There are horror stories about that, but we don't have to get into that too much.
Yeah.
Also, one more thing, Jinsei, I just saw that you followed me. I appreciate that. I'm at 47 now, I think. So,
Heck
Yes.
any
yeah.
and
Give
all,
Violence to
Ooh,
50, baby. Get him to 50.
let's go.
I
And
can see
then,
my actual full list. I would appreciate that, but it won't have to go all the way back to my channel, I think.
Mm.
oh, hold on,
But
Murray.
anyway, I
I'm
appreciate it. 46.
let
Something
me.
happened on my screen. What? I got followed. Randall, thank you for the follow.
Yes. Thank you guys for everything. Let me get Murray added in here so if he wants to pop in, he can.
I have new like sound alerts now because of switching OBS. So I'm like, what?
Heck
what?
yeah.
What are these sounds I'm hearing?
Oh, you're leaving Streamlabs?
Yeah, I love
Oh.
Streamlabs. I had to. My thing was capped at 6,000. I needed to
Oh god,
above
yeah.
that.
Yes, Murray the Human. For those who don't know Murray the Human, he will give his own speech. But Murray the freaking Human is a Project 06, which is the from the ground remake of Sonic 06. He is a mod for that lovely game, and he's made an amazing, wonderful, fun mods that Stumble98 has played. And one of his most recent ones is him taking a Sonic Heroes stage known as Mystic Mansion and recreating it for Sonic 06, P06. And it's so much fun. And just like
God.
Stelmo, He is very humble, but I'm gonna gas him up so that way he can get that, gas yourself up, man. The world already tries to demean us enough. Gotta gas ourselves up.
No, I love it.
Welcome in, Murray.
How's my volume? Just let me know if there's anything I need to adjust.
Okay, let me.
I'm gonna go ahead and lower you on my end.
Yep.
But welcome in, man.
Yep. I know. Oh, hey. So yeah, I just heard your introduction for me. I'd say I try to stay humble more because I know that if if I let myself, I might get a runaway ego problem going. But hi, hey everyone.
What's up, bro?
Yes. Hello. Also,
Not
thank
too much.
you, everybody.
I have to just turn up Witty waifu up a bit.
Oh, what? God, this is
Oh, you might
wild.
regret that in a minute.
Yeah, I was about to hold on. You may regret that because I'm gonna start going. But also, thank you everybody who's been chatting in chat. You guys feel free to comment, chat, all that kind of stuff. We may not be able to kind of answer everything that's in chat just because we're gonna be going and going, but we'll try to catch things if you guys are asking questions and stuff. But thank you, thank you. I'm seeing a lot of good conversations in here already.
Yes, sir. I'm
Thank you,
glad you all.
guys.
Thank you all so much for coming through, supporting us. If you enjoy our content together, we all individually have amazing content. So make sure you guys follow each and every one of these lovely men and women here in this podcast because we do amazing things always by ourselves and together. And we are all been brought together in this lovely time frame to do amazing things because we are amazing people, as I always
God,
say.
yes. And it has been such a natural, organic thing too that I've just loved. Oh, what up, Miley? It's good to see you back. Frisky
Yes.
Turnip, what's up?
Before I forget to mention it, Malik Pyro's, you have his thing linked, so it doesn't really matter too much, but his name in your title is incorrect.
Oh,
It's,
okay.
like I said, it shouldn't be too much of a big deal. But
Oh no, I can change it.
Thank you for reminding me about title.
You're like,
Thanks.
actually.
That's an easy fix.
also, I will be going live as soon as I figure everything out here.
Pyro fight
I got a very
underscore.
scuffed setup compared to the three of you. I don't have the bouncing icons or anything, so
It's okay.
nowhere
Yes.
near
Yeah.
as interesting. But it is what it is.
I've actually gotten
Beautiful.
an interesting story with Pokemon Stadium.
Oh, yes, please hit me with it. I love Pokemon Stadium's my favorite.
So when I was growing up, no one in the local area had any of the Game Boy Pokemon games. So our go-to with Pokemon was just battling each other in Stadium, you know?
Yes.
And
Oh.
we ended up developing like a meta almost entirely built around dig and fly, just because, oh, you get to dodge a whole move.
Yes. Oh my god. No, dig and fly are and I'm the person too that when I'm playing Pokemon, if it's not an attack, I'm like, no, get that shit out of here. Like, why would I not want to attack in here? Freaking bind, get any of those out of here. Get
Got his
growl.
ass.
No, no stats. I just want straight attack.
I will admit, I did love using Leech Seed back then. Even
Ooh,
though in Gen 1, Leech Seed is absolutely atrocious.
yeah, I was like, and it's not as good as it is now. Nowadays, you use leech seed, and it's like, okay, here's half my life. Cool.
So it did have the toxic glitch back then, so you could stack up an insane amount of damage.
Witty as Kylo Ren. More, more.
Yeah.
Jinsei.
Um,
Just fighting
Murray,
for
what
life.
is your profile pic on Twitter like a penguin of some kind? Or not on Twitter, Twitch?
On Twitch, that is Bumpty from Yoshi's Island.
Interesting. Okay, I just want to make sure because I'm about to at you in my title before I hit go live, and I want to make sure it's the right one, not linking to some different Murray the Human, of which there appear to be about 6.
Yes, I gotta add.
There is
him
some
there.
YouTuber who uses that name. I don't know what they're about.
Oh, guys, I'm so sorry. We may be switching to Skyrim in a little bit.
It's fun right now. I was just fighting for my life.
I know. I'm like, oh, Jesus. I forgot how to play all these mini games.
My mods
I
are
did read.
behind. It's very glitchy, and I'm
I
like,
did not read. any instructions. You know I don't read. Oh my god.
Murray,
Okay,
how do you
who is
spell
next?
Murray?
Murray.
And then it's just the human.
Yeah,
Do you have a profile pic?
Do you want to just use the one from Discord or?
No, I'm saying for the title. I'm making it for the title. So is your profile pic for Twitch? Is it this penguin?
Yes.
Okay, cool. So I'm clicking on the right one. All right, cool. That's all I needed. Go
right.
ahead.
I'm not repo.
I am very unfamiliar with Twitch streaming. I've tried to get into it, but I'm
It's okay, bro.
sorry.
Really? Okay, that's interesting though. I didn't know if you were a full-blown streaming at all points, or if you were just straight mod.
Yeah, I was pretty much jumping around from niche to niche until I settled into PO6 modding and like yeah, it's just something that I've stuck with for the last year and a half, and I would consider myself only getting better as I go. So
Heck
I'm
yeah.
probably gonna stick with it for time to come.
Which is why I call him Modder of the Year.
Yeah. Oh, anybody who can mod or do anything with games is like not manipulate in a bad way, but manipulate just the coding of said game.
Mm-hmm.
I have the highest just respect for you. Plus, I cannot like I don't understand it at all. Like I'm very very new to any sort of mods because I just switched over to PC. They did have a little bit of like a few mods on Xbox that they added for like Baldur's Gate, Skyrim, all that kind of stuff. But I didn't really touch any of it, just because it every time I'd add like a mod to my PS4, it'd sound like it was taking flight. So now that I'm on PC, it's so nice because like I have in Baldur's Gate, I think I have over 150 mods added in there now, where I'm just like, if I can add it, I'm gonna add it. No, that is so dope, my dude. I love it. I want to pick your brain, but at the same time, it's one of those where it's like, I don't even know what to ask, but be like, what is modding? What is live? Hit you with like the Socrates, like those kind of questions.
How does one be?
Mm-hmm.
Would you like some Baldur's Gate with your mods? Exactly. And yes, I'm playing with controller right now, Rye. Ew.
Yeah.
We
I
all
would like to expand outside of PO6, but for now, I just want to see the PO6 modding scene like become self-sustaining. Just make it almost like the next Sonic Robo Blast 2 in a way, where just people just make mods for it because there's a community for that.
Exactly. Well, and that's the cool part about mods is there is always I feel like regardless of the type of mod you're doing, you're going to hit some niche or some community that is absolutely wanting to have that done. Like regardless of how simple, if it's just like, hey, I want my textures to look better, or if it's like, hey, I want this freaking eh, Sonic the Hedgehog character to have purple hair and I want him to look just like Charizard, like just all those kind of things you can throw in there and just be like,
Yeah.
oh, like there's literally a place for everyone in mods, and I think that's what's so cool is it's if you can think it, you can do it. And there's not really I I personally and me not being like a mod or anything, I feel like there's not any limits. I feel like the limit does not exist. Like there's literally anything and everything if you're able to manipulate like the coding in it, you can do it.
Yeah. There are usually like one or two hang-ups where it's like, well, this particular part, if you modify that, the entire thing breaks. Where it's
Oh.
like, yeah, and like there'll usually be like the golden goose of a modding scene. Is like, if only we could change this, then we could do all this other stuff. And then like years later, someone finally cracks it.
See, and that's the fun part I feel like about modding is if you do get stuck and find those little glitches in the system, you're able to go, okay, who's going to be the first to it's like almost like who can get to the moon faster? It's like who can figure out this brokenness fastest?
basically, basically, to keep it back on track. Oh yeah, bringing you peace lately. Anybody else want to speak on that? What's been bringing you peace lately? I know me and Witty did ours.
I will
I
do
don't know,
mine
just
last, just because I'm still I'm in the background of all this. I've just been setting everything up, so I apologize
good.
for my lack of activity.
Mr. Pyro?
I don't know, just gaming with people. I think that's
Yeah.
yeah,
No, I love
just-
it.
Good shit. Good shit.
I always had a philosophy when it came to like not stressing about things. I would, judge like in my head. I would think, what can I actually influence right now? And if I can do absolutely nothing about it, then just forget about it here and now and just focus on the other things. And yeah,
Yeah.
I
No,
like that.
I love that because I'm one of those people that stress about the smallest things, and if it's gonna affect me, I'm going to stress about it for the next like 10 to 15
Mhm.
days. I wish I could like be a duck on water or whatever it is where it just rolls off of you kind of thing, but I don't. I like hyper fixate, and people like you are so interesting because it's like, okay, how does one obtain the chillness of being like, well, I can't change it. It's not bringing me any sort of peace. I gotta get this out of
Ashwagandha.
my life. Yeah, ashwagandha. We're taking some paella up in the wilderness. Is
Hmm.
what we're
Marijuana.
doing.
Holistic healing.
Yes. Oh, holistic healing. I am all for holistic healing too.
Same.
That's something that's been, yeah, that is a very I will say can be a slippery slope for some, but if you're able to use it in healthy uh I don't want to say correct because I feel like there's not a correct or incorrect way, but if
Yeah.
you're able to use it in a healthy way and not let it consume you, God, yes, I am all for it. Any sort of holistic medicine, and whether that be, we'll just throw out like meditation,
Yes.
doing herbal teas, herbal supplements, any sort of things that grow from the ground, all of that good stuff. Like I'm all for it, but like I said, it can be kind of a slippery slope, and I feel like some people use it kind of as a crutch, and it doesn't need to be a crutch. It needs to be an enhancer for life, not your whole life.
Exactly. Because too much of anything is bad for you.
Yes, regardless of how much people are like, "Oh, it doesn't affect you. It doesn't. It's not addictive. It's not this or that." It's like, no, anything can become addictive. Like
E-
it does not matter what sort of substance it is. Anything can be an addiction.
Exactly.
yeah.
Exactly.
Okay, bye,
you can
Rye.
de-
Have fun.
Right, a guy.
yeah, you can develop a dependency on sugar if you're using that to cope on with things.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And a lot of people like I mean even taking it as not simple but just going food in general. Like a lot of coping can be done with food, and I feel like that's an easy one that people tend to forget because it's like you have to eat to survive, but it's like yes, you do have to eat to survive, but there is a certain level. There's levels to everything. Everybody has a different threshold of that level, but there is a level. There's a cap somewhere along the lines of that.
I
Facts.
actually remember in One Piece there was a girl seen in a flashback who was basically once a slave, and she basically had what you could call a cleaning addiction, where because she'd been abused any time she wasn't cleaning, she got into a loop
Oh
of
yeah.
cleaning by default.
Good old Fishman Island, boy.
Jeez.
Fishman
Spoiler
Island.
alert, I haven't even seen the show yet.
Oh, that's
I only saw it because of TikTok.
Yeah, and the fishman had to like snap her out of that behavior because it's the only place she feels safe, and she needs to self-actualize and feel safe elsewhere.
Exactly.
That is awesome.
It makes you. Yep.
I didn't even realize like realizing One Piece is deep, but we were talking about kind of like this last night about how anime is so interesting to me because there's so many I won't even use the word adult topics, but just real life topics that are touched on in anime that is so kind of helps put it into perspective, and it makes it feel more real, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Like cleaning addiction, you don't think of that as like an addiction. Like you think, okay, this person's just they're OCD. They like to clean. They like to do this, and it's like, no, there is an issue. There, it becomes an issue if it's consuming the entirety of your brain 24/7, and you feel that the need to do that to gain validation in any way. Then yeah, like that's
Yeah,
there you go.
because like she was basically instantly dropping to her knees and scrubbing the floor anytime there was any sort of hostility popping up because you know
Yeah, them CDs, man. If you did anything that pissed them off, they would literally kill you or torture you for hours just because they mad.
Yeah.
So yeah, it gets pretty deep, man. It's government corruption, slavery, human trafficking, friggin' thievery. It's a lot of themes, and a lot of themes of are pirates bad and is the government good? They play with that a lot in that series.
Hey,
Mhm.
that is interesting. I like that.
She about to
And
start
see,
watching
and
One
that's
Piece now.
yeah, I know.
Yeah.
You almost convinced me
Honestly.
last night. Like you really did.
You almost got me.
You did.
It
And
had
I
us in
was
the first
like,
half, no lie.
yes. I was sitting there going, okay, it's only, however many 400 or 600 episodes you said it was out of like the 1000 that it initially is. And I was like,
Yeah.
man, this
Sorry,
is
Randall.
oh man, this is gonna be good. Oh, you stole the example, sugar. Yeah, yeah, like that is a good one. Ah, yes.
For real, man. But does anybody else want to keep on with the first topic, or is everybody covered with that? I don't know if Violet's want to speak on it, but unless he's still working on what he needs to work on.
Am I the last one who needs to say anything on it?
Yeah.
Okay, so kind of similar to Witty's answer. Streaming's been bringing me some peace recently. I like doing it. I've enjoyed playing Dragon Age again, vanilla, recontextualized with the fact that I'm hopefully letting, hopefully encouraging new people who watch the game for the first time, who are consuming it for the first time, sort of get interested in it. I can spread awareness of an art form that I enjoy and appreciate, and I'm just spreading it out there. And just the fact that I'm streaming in general is it's I think it's good for me to be doing because
Yes.
it's I like having that ecosystem. I like being a part of this community, and I like the gradual growth that comes from being a streamer and the challenges that come with it and just overcoming those challenges over time. And I guess another thing that's bringing me peace would be running. That's something I've been
Ooh,
doing every weekday. So
nice. I've
doing
tried.
that.
I have tried the running thing, and it has been a massive fail on my end. But uh, more power to you on that. Oh my God. I
If you
I
have time to worry, run.
oh yeah.
I was about to say with your knee, can you even do any type of high impact like that, Woody?
So, so the funny part is, it was like a year ago, but I hadn't ran since knee surgery, and I was already having just difficulty still learning how to walk again, and I tried to run, and I looked like you see those TV shows and those movies where it's like the people have their arms just like up in the dainty stance and their legs are just flopping behind them because they have no idea where anything is going. Like it was the most ridiculous run I have ever seen. I felt like I was like Naruto running, like arms behind me, fast as fuck, just going, and I would looked like a damn fool, just like looking like Gumby flopping around trying to run. I was like, man, you never realize, like, that's crazy. Like, I have to not only teach myself how to walk properly, but now I have to figure out how to run again. God, no. So, we're still working on that because I sound like a herd of buffalo when I'm running because I'm just like slamming flat footing it.
Sheesh.
Oh, no, it's so good. I'm not a runner. It's not even the like the stress of like I'm tired. It's the I don't know how to run, and then also I get so bored regardless of what I'm doing. I'm just like, okay, okay, like I'm been running and doing this for like, oh, only 2 minutes. Cool, cool. I still got like 10 more minutes. Awesome. And that's where I get stuck is I
Yeah.
don't have I can't turn off my brain of continuously thinking about this is what I'm doing right now. I'm actually running. This is no. I have not reached that runner's high, I guess.
I was about to say it's probably what you need. It's just that runner's high.
Yeah, and that is a whole other level and I'm like more props to people that can run. I can walk all day. Get me running, I get about 30 seconds in, and I go, okay, that's cool. That's good.
So, no more Skyrim, I guess.
Oh, did it
Because
crash?
because
Too
I
much?
just looked at trying to reload a save and all the saves are corrupted.
Damn.
No, that happened on my Xbox whenever I tried to put some mods, and I was crushed. But yes, mayonnaise, that's the other issue is I'm running on a treadmill, and that timer is daunting. That is all that I stare at when I'm running, is I'm just like staring at that timer, just like 5, 6, 7, and then I started like trying to count my feet and like the steps because somebody told me that that helps turn your brain off, and I'm like, I can't even do that. Try to watch a YouTube video, I end up like rolling my ankle because I'm doing all sorts of stuff, like trying to focus. That's too much going on. It's like rubbing your head and patting your belly. I can only add so much to my life before my brain just goes cross-wired.
Maybe
Is it?
you just,
Oh.
for running, you might just want to turn the timer off. I would recommend two things. Maybe run outside in nature, disconnected from the digital technological aspect of treadmills and such. Also, it's easier to isolate yourself from other people if you're running outside versus running in a potentially crowded gym environment.
Yeah,
And also the
yeah.
timer. Maybe take that away as well. At least
It,
for the first week or two, just to alleviate some of the stress, the beginner stress.
that's what I think is my issue is it's the I staying in my head. Like you said, mayonnaise, escaping, you have to zone out and escape your body. When I'm in the gym, I'm going, am I running too fast? Am I making too much noise? All these people are around me. What if I fall? What if I do this? I start getting that the what ifs starts creeping in, and then it's like, well, if I just stopped right now, then I wouldn't have to do any of those what ifs. So I've switched over to just opting out of not running anymore. I'll speed walk on that treadmill all day. I'll be like them ladies doing their 6 a.m. mile club in the morning, just pumping them arms, just going, traveling, trucking along. But any sort of faster pace than a speed walk, I'm like, I start doing the what if my feet are too loud? What if the treadmill, I sound like a herd of elephants right now.
Nah, that's facts. That's facts, man, for real. And that's everybody who got done with the what's bringing you peace lately, right?
I believe so.
All
Yeah.
right. Next
Yeah.
topic we have on hand is digital media versus physical media.
Yes.
So
Also,
I mainly picked that topic because in the day and age that we're in right now, there's a lot more digital media than there is physical media, and it's almost becoming a lost art for a lot of people to have physical copies of just anything in life. So I just want to say, how do you feel it's gonna affect you? Are you more towards digital stuff? Are you more towards saving physical media? And do you see in the future that it will be more digital than anything? I think for me, I have both. Like I have physical CDs of games and movies. I still got a shit ton of DVDs, and I have things on digital. But I always think like, what if the internet just goes down one day and then I just lose everything? So that's why I don't need have no streaming services or anything. And anything I do have, I try to save it on like a flash drive or a hard drive, or in a place where I know I could watch it without needing the internet. So I think that physical media will still be a thing, but digital will be more overbearing because it's just more convenient than it is to physically own anything.
No, I completely agree. I am I'd say I'm like 50-50 on everything. When the last place I was at in college, I was right next to a movie trading company, and when I was there, I literally would go every single like weekend, and that's what I would do is just cuz the DVDs and stuff are like $2. And I'd go in there and buy just every single movie that I could think of, every single game that I could think of. And so I have a giant like chest full of movies, all my old games from back in the day that I didn't sell to GameStop for, 50 cents for like a $90 game. And it's like I
Yeah.
love having the physical media. Like right now, like I'm able to play a Nintendo 64 with a Pokemon Stadium 2 cartridge. Like it's so nice to have this. Yes, there's emulators, yes, there's mods, yes, there's everything that you can get, but there's something so satisfying. Like when I pulled this thing out this morning, I did the whole plug it in. I blew on the cartridge, you know, because you got to blow on the cartridge to make it work for whatever reason, and put it in. And it was so nice to have that like nostalgia tickle. And besides it being like that nostalgia tickle, like you said, social or not social media, but media in general, it's a very it can just kind of be clipped and disappear at some point in time. That's not something that's just going to be an infinite thing that can't be, you know, manipulated or destroyed. Like we could lose power, and what do you have now? You have nothing. Like you don't have any sort of streaming services. You don't have any access to your video game. Like there's so much of a what if scenario with having the digital media that I think having physical media is not, I wouldn't say smarter, but just nice to have on hand. Plus, there's nothing better than opening up and hearing that sound of opening up like a DVD or a video game. There's really nothing that beats that like kick, kick that it makes as soon as you open that case up. It is so satisfying to my ears to hear that. So I've tried to hang on to all my movies. Like I have all my VHSs from back in the day. I actually have a VHS player now, which is super dope. But it's cool to go down that like nostalgia route every once in a while. Like,
Facts.
okay, yes, it may not be like the high definition, like I'm watching Star Wars and I have the cut where the lightsaber goes out whenever I forgot who it is, if it's Obi-Wan swings or if it's Anakin, and his lightsaber goes out whenever it hits. And they fixed that in the newer, like remastered version of it, but it's so nice to see like the flaws of older media, I guess.
Facts. When they was figuring everything out and there wasn't CGI and new AI and all
Yeah.
this other stuff, they actually had to figure out how can we make this look like magic.
Yes, exactly. And that there's something magical about that. There really is. There's something so cool seeing that humans are able to create something so enjoyable for others without having to, because well, and I was even thinking about this the other day, like with chat gpt and AI becoming such a huge thing, it's now, I
Oh,
say
okay,
now a
that's
big
really
thing, but it's been a big thing. And like how, for how long has it been on the I guess the back end of things? And I was sitting thinking going, okay, how many movies within the last, you know, let's say 10 years, because it's not like AI is brand new. Yes, it's becoming more popular and stuff, but how many movies recently have been, you know, AI scripted at this point? Like how many have been not authentically created by a human? And I feel like that's such a disconnect with the audience, that we're kind of having with movies nowadays. Is it's like, okay, we just want to crank out slop, and if it makes money, it makes money. If not, no skin off our back. Like, let's create
YouTube's
another
the same
thing.
way.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. It's just it's one of those where you sit and you think, how long has this actually been happening, and how long are we willing to put up with it until we all kind of form this opinion of, okay, we're tired of this. Like, I'm
nah,
tired of
facts.
consuming just shit all the time. Like, I want to consume something that is uh, beautiful. Like, one of my favorite old movies is The Never-Ending Story. I love that
Mm-hmm.
movie. It looks fantastic. For like 1984 or 87, whenever it came out,
Mm.
Falcor looks so good. It is such a crazy concept to me that something that old, before CGI, it's a giant puppet. Like Falcor is this giant luck dragon puppet, and it's cool to see that and go, yeah, they didn't need any sort of um fancy, let me wave my magic cursor and create this, you know, CGI hot mess. Like I'll use the example of I went and saw Venom 2 or 3, I can't remember which one it is, and I walked out of the theater when I saw it because it was such a muddy nightmare of just CGI, 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 and you couldn't tell what was happening on screen. You're like, yeah, this may be cool looking because we're getting this awesome badass fight scene, but it's so muddy. It is so muddy. You couldn't tell what was happening. Besides the storyline just being awful. Sorry if anybody likes those movies, I apologize, but it's just there's not the you can't feel the authenticity of it, and you can't see the actual or you can see, but you can't feel the actual like hard labor that was put into it. I feel like it's not as it may be, you know, more work, but I feel like it's not as hard. It doesn't look as well done or as
As
hard
lovingly
of a
crafted.
task, yes, as it would be like somebody creating a giant like 90-foot long puppet kind of thing.
Facts. And on top of that, with I feel that when you have too many options, it can create a lot of lack in creativity, because the reason why those movies were so magical is because they had limitations. Like from the 80s and the 90s, they had so many limitations on what they could and couldn't do as far as film, as far as areas they could use, the materials, the resources. So they had to work creatively to be like, okay, we don't have enough to make this look like she's actually flying, but we could actually do certain camera angles and use certain backgrounds and stuff that makes it look like this person is flying 50 meters, but whole time they're on the ground, and it just looks like they make it look in the illusion technique, the making you feel, making your mind, tricking your mind to make you think that it's that way, is what made those old movies so magical. Even the music in old music videos, they didn't have a lot of space to record and a lot of space to create videos the way they do now. So they had to work around all of those limitations. And because of that, there's a lot of old school music videos that have a lot of magic to them that is changing a lot more in this day and age, with now everybody can make themselves sound like an amazing singer even if you suck at singing, or anybody can be a good rapper because you could just do one line and then continuously keep doing one line so you have a full 3-minute song. And
Yeah.
it's a really lost, really, it's honestly I don't like it. I don't like how lazy it makes people, because it can even make somebody who's naturally hardworking lazy because it's so convenient. So I think that's the reason why I'm gonna always stay with physical media, because I don't want to ever grow so lazy to think that digital is always gonna be there for me.
Yeah, music is a big one, and I always forget music, and I don't know why. Like I have a lot of friends that are in bands or have been in bands, and it sucks because you see them put in such hard work. Like they're playing actual instruments, they're going into the studio, they're taking a million different takes on tracks and stuff. Like my intro music is actually one of my or a few of my best friends. It's their band, and seeing how much work and time and effort they put in, um, and then seeing, you know, like you said, somebody that can get on there and take samples of things and take this AI and throw it together and create like this track that will be, you know, the next, I'll use this word, TikTok hit, I guess, and it be like a whole, okay, this was like a 30-day thing as opposed to I've been writing this, working on this for the last 10 plus years. This is my heart and soul kind of thing.
Facts.
Yo.
Don't all speak at once now, class. Now I'm playing.
I know, I was
I'm
like, who wants to go next?
Trying to. So I don't
I'm
know
trying
if
not to
it's
keep talking.
something on my end, but I think it's just. I think whenever Malik speaks, there's this weird echo that goes on, at least in my headphones. I'm not sure if it's happening for anyone else. It's probably on my end.
Yeah, I don't hear anything, bro. I made sure to
Yeah.
turn
Yeah,
off
I was like,
any
I think
outside.
yeah, I think this is the first time I actually got everything media-wise correct. Like, I can hear my game even, guys.
She's a
I'm mind blown
Nice.
right now.
she's a real streamer girl now. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I
So
think
I
I
guess when it
finally figured it.
when it comes to physical media, unless someone else, Pyro, Murray, unless you want to speak on that before I do.
No, you can speak on it.
So
Yeah, so
I actually have what?
sorry. Yeah, I do actually with physical media, like me, I like tend to have a, some of my stuff is physical, some of my stuff is digital. But for me, what I don't want to have is stuff that's, just streamed to me. I don't want to buy something and it's just okay, this is basically a menu and all of the data for whatever you're playing or watching is elsewhere. In the end, for me, like I could lose all my physical media in like a house fire, and that's basically the same as, oh, this studio it no longer has its like its game store, its on digital storefront up, so I can't re-download stuff. In my eyes, those two things are roughly the same, you know. But when you have stuff that's just being streamed to me, it's a service game or a Netflix style thing, that's where it's like, you know what? That I don't want to invest anything in. I would like to own it in some form, even if it's purely a digital thing that I typically have to re-download from a thing. To me, I still do have this data on a computer or on my Nintendo Switch or something. Sure, like if I decide to delete it for space, then go to the shop and oh, the shop's down, I can't re-download it. Yeah, that's a bit of a problem, but as long as I don't delete it from my hard drive or whatever, then I still have it just as much as I have my physical copy of Wario Land 4 or something.
Yes.
But then you run into one more issue in that game developers just do not care about like compressing the size of their games at all. It's kind of unreal just how
It's rough.
huge some games are that don't need to be.
Yeah, it's that part in particular is rough because you've got games like Star Wars Battlefront, the Classic Collection, and Warzone, Call of Duty Warzone. They're just way bigger than they need to be. Call of Duty is an especially big offender of that. I think that is about what Witty can probably confirm. I think it's 200
Oh,
gigabytes.
it's insane. Between that and Helldivers are probably the two biggest games I've downloaded, and I cannot understand why either of those are that massive.
So I just looked something up,
rough.
and this is probably the AI overview being overzealous, but Doom 64 is 8 megabytes on the Nintendo 64 cartridge, but apparently the PC version they put out is a gigabyte.
And what is being changed? Like that is
Well,
are they adding in
I-
just slop?
I know that the studio logos at the start are several times the size of like the game. So that would probably add up to like 108, say? But unless they have like a whole bunch of special features, like a freaking documentary on there, then it shouldn't be a gigabyte in size.
No, not even
Ridiculous.
close. Oh my gosh, that's painful to think about. Because, I mean, like, it takes forever. Well, I don't have good Wi-Fi, like, anyways. But just downloading games nowadays, you have to have, like, I had to get a whole other external hard drive for all the games because
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
only able to download 2 games to my PC because of the size of everything. It's like everything is 100 plus gigabytes, and I really feel like I'm only, like, utilizing, like, 60 gigabytes of those games. Like there's nothing ridiculous to it, but I'm still having to download like you said, like the different overlays, the different text. Here's this text bubble that just so happens to pop up and go crazy for a little bit, and that's an extra 400 gigabytes. Like it's ridiculous.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, and it's in the case of it's anyone's guess as to what is actually being hidden these on these actual games. It could be anything, and
Yeah, like
it could either be
to answer what Randall's saying, I do think making it so that a PC can emulate a Nintendo 64 game, accurately, would make a decent amount of sense to bumping it up to like say 64 megabytes or something, or even higher. But for full gigabyte, just to get an 8 megabyte game to run accurately is definitely, yeah, that's absolutely overkill. So whatever they're bloating it with, that's only a part of it. Yeah.
No, effects.
Yeah, it could be bloat, it could be just bad compression. I mean, with in the case of the classic collection, Star Wars Battlefront Classic Collection, I can only assume that they deep in the code implemented the fucking Death Star plans in there or something. I don't know. It could be anything. But that's it's one of the and I'm actually really looking forward to one day making a video about this, spoiler alert. But it's one of the many reasons why PC gamers prefer older games now is because it's newer games are just so huge that dedicating a third of your hard drive or your SSD, mostly SSD, to play any of these games is just such a hassle that it's not really worth buying most AAA games anymore. I say most because there are still some good ones out there.
Yeah. I did do a little bit more digging. The AI overview from Google was inaccurate, but it is still almost half a
Shocker.
gigabyte inside Doom 64. So
What a
Yeah.
penny?
from
What
8
up,
megabytes to
Pinioso?
512 almost.
That is insane. That doesn't even. I mean, that's got to be
Welcome in,
criminal.
Penny.
That has got to be criminal.
Rebirth is
Like,
over
I
100
Final
gigs.
Fantasy VII
Jesus.
Rebirth.
It's
At least
got to be
that-
against the Geneva Convention.
Yeah.
Somebody needs to
Yeah,
fucking put that
exactly.
in there. It's got to be a
Something.
war crime by now.
Remember when we
Like,
felt
at
like
least for a
500
modern game, it
megabytes, like
makes
when we were
sense
younger?
when they're
It was...
huge, but they could definitely compress them down more than they are.
It's just lazy.
Facts.
Yeah, and that may be what it boils down to too. Is it's become laziness at that point. Like we've stuck with this formula for so long, and people are willing to buy, and people are willing to give into it. That we might as well just keep going with it. Because why would we not? Why
It's
wouldn't we?
probably the publishers, they're setting hard deadlines, and so it's like the developers are barely even getting in, like, polishing and testing and all this shit. So the optimization, and compression, it's like, yeah, we have no time for that. We just have to get this by this deadline because the publishers want this game out yesterday.
Yes.
A
Yeah.
lot of games aren't made with passion anymore. It's just like movies.
Yeah. Just
Like give me like the people who made like Atlantis, The Lost Empire of Atlantis, or Treasure Planet. Give me those people. I want those people back.
yeah.
I mean, there is
I
passion, but
think
it's
I would
being,
disagree with that. Personally, is I understand where you're coming from, Pyro, and I've actually been there before. It's just recently, especially with seeing all the worrying AAA trends. I think the passion is still there. The amount of passion that the industry has either stayed the same or increased. But I think the rate at which games and other forms of digital media have become corporatized or over corporatized has surpassed the level at which passion continues to grow. So I think the
like, the
passion is
only
still there. It's just that it's smothered under all of this corporate BS, so to speak.
They're the ones with the money, so
we
they always
know
gonna
that
win.
we know that the only reason some developers stick around in these publishers is because they are passionate, but these
Yeah.
publishers are just squeezing them like a fruit, juicing them for everything they've got.
Now, there's this one guy though I saw that is taking like movies like Spider-Man, like the Amazing Spider-Man with Tobey Maguire, and making them like in the 2D animation like Treasure Planet is,
Nice.
Ooh.
and going through different
Oh.
ones. And I'm like, now that's some dedication, because my God, that's obviously all of it's drawn, so it's even harder work.
That sounds like it takes just a lot of patience.
A lot of patience I do not have.
Yeah, exactly.
Sounds like it takes a lot of hospital patience.
I got it. I got that.
Just puts people through hell.
Yeah, exactly.
Thanks for laughing at that. That joke sucked. But
I was like, it's like one of them dad jokes. I was like, that's what's up.
so I guess before we get too derailed here, when it comes to physical versus digital,
There you go.
is Murray brought up a good point. Is there are ways of losing both. If there's a house fire and you've got a bunch of discs, then well, there go your physical. You can't get those back. But there are also ways of permanently losing your digital games as well, or movies, or whatever the case might be. So it's just, yeah, I come from me being 25 years old. I come from a time where we were very much dealing with raw physical CDs for much of my childhood, and it's not just with games too. Is I actually last year went through a couple semesters of college, and it caught me off guard just how much everything was digitized and virtualized now, as opposed to you do a homework packet that the teacher or professor gives you and then you turn it in. But see, in 2019, a little bit of a lore drop here. I graduated high school, and back then we still had a lot of physical homework packets, and now in college it's all digital. So it's not just games media or movie media anymore. It's affecting everything, and I understand it to an extent. It's a lot more intuitive, but there are definitely pros and cons to both arguments for sure.
Definitely. It's just
Yeah,
preference at
guys,
the
I'm
end of the
having
day.
technical difficulties. I apologize. My OBS just crashed.
You're
Oh,
good, bro.
no.
Oh,
Go ahead and do your
That
business.
happened to me yesterday.
that's unfortunate.
It is. It's Skyrim's fault. I tried to get in Skyrim and then it crashed OBS.
Damn.
Fucking Todd Howard, thanks.
Yes. Oh my god. I know that was sad.
Oh
It
my god.
froze.
Ooh, whew, shit. I almost died.
But that's wild that you say that though, Violus, is because like I didn't really have any of like when I was in school in college even we were in like that weird well college I would say school we didn't have like kids get laptops to take home and stuff now and me just graduating like in 2012 high school it's still like we were in that not that limbo phase of switching over to all media like it was everything was still physical. Here's a pen, here's a paper, here's a book, all that kind of stuff. In college, it kind of was switching over. We were utilizing PowerPoints a lot more and that kind of thing. But it's crazy nowadays looking and seeing like I would teach dance, like their drill team routines a few years back, and seeing that kids like take home iPads and stuff now. Like iPads and laptops are something that all kids use starting in like fifth and sixth grade. And that is a wild concept to me because it's like, okay, we didn't have any sort of that um, utilization when I was in school. Like, I feel like such a freaking old ass now, and I'm like, back in my day, we didn't have that shit. You guys are lucky. But, I mean, we didn't. We didn't have any sort of. We had a computer room. You could go to the library and use a computer, but we didn't have any, like, laptops, anything that you could use in the classroom and that may be because the school I went to is a small town. There was like 400 people in the entire school, but still, it's very weird to think that nowadays, I mean, seeing a kid with an iPad, taking it to class, pulling it out, and using it during class is a normal, natural thing.
Mhm.
Yep.
Yeah, it caught me off guard just to see how much the educational system has changed. And when I went through my recent semesters. But yeah, circling all the way back to digital versus physical games, I do vastly prefer physical just because of the way it feels. I actually have a box filled with some original Xbox and some 360 titles as well. I don't have a console to play either of them, but they're still there. I can see it right now. It's next to me. So I'd call it nostalgia if you want. I just like having that kinesthetic feeling of just having it and I can lay eyes on it.
Facts.
Yeah, I mean, that kind of is what it boils down to me is I like having, like you said, touch it, have it, be able to hear that sound, all that kind of stuff.
See, for me, it's like I feel like I agree with that more to like like generations of like PS2. I feel like, but for like now, it's like I kind of like the digital side of it because I guess like just being PC mainly versus having any other consoles. Now, if
Yeah,
we're
now.
just talking about Wii in general, hey, Wii.
Oh yeah, dude. Well, and that's one thing I kind of love hate is that it's like Steam. It's so easy to download games now, and I'm just like,
Uh-huh.
damn it! It is so easy to just sit there and just get a giant wish list going, and then go, okay, sale. Let's go. Let's buy everything. Like
Hmm.
it is so easy. Hello guys. I'm sorry. I'm back. My game Skyrim totally crashed OBS. It had critical failure.
Also, this whole time I've been soloing repo.
This is what
Oh my
happens.
god,
That's
no.
what happens when you
Really?
got a physical copy of
Yeah.
Skyrim right there.
Okay, am I muted still?
Nah,
No, we can
No?
hear you.
Oh,
Well,
okay.
we
we can
heard
hear
you.
you. I don't know
Yeah,
about your chat.
yeah, we heard you the whole
Yes.
time.
That's what I thought. Okay. Oh, okay. Good, 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 good. I don't know why I was muted on that end, but not on that. That was weird. Okay.
Oh,
Uh,
I still don't have a talking thing on the stream.
You're on mine.
and I thought it would pop up now.
You're on
Yeah.
mine.
You're on
Dadgum.
mine.
We care about you, buddy.
Sorry.
Don't worry.
I know.
Oh,
I'm the only
We
one.
treat you like
I'm
the
watching
human
the
you
stream and
are.
I don't see.
I
Fuck
hate it.
that up. Damn it.
I know. I was the one. I was the one going, "Hey, this is what we're gonna use, guys. It'll automatically." And then guess what? The one time I spoke it into existence, it didn't work, and it worked for everybody else.
Well, we treat you like the human that you are, Murray. Don't worry.
God, yes.
But moving on
Yeah.
to the next topic we have on hand, we have charisma and how you channel yours for your brand and
Ooh.
what you do. So I'll go ahead. I'll be the last one to go. I'll let everybody else go.
Okay. Um, charisma is something that, not that I equate it to confidence, but charisma is something that I am very much working on because the confidence that I've gained while streaming has been a pretty drastic, I'll say. I'm not that I am a shy person at all. Well, I want to say I'm not shy. When I'm in public, I normally have headphones on. I'm not speaking to anybody. I'm beelining it everywhere I need to go. I'm not necessarily like going out of my way to speak to people. But I feel like with this starting streaming and stuff, I feel a little bit more I don't know, not I don't want to keep using the word confident, but I feel like the intention to go out and speak with others has been raised, and I feel like my charisma has upped. I've put some skill points in charisma at that point because it's like, okay, I'm actually able to carry on conversations out in public now. It's not a daunting task of let me go ahead and figure out the entire conversation in my head before I'm actually having the conversation. I'm able to naturally go into conversations now. So with that, it's helped me stream because obviously, like as you guys know, and chat and all that kind of stuff, I like to talk. I like to talk a lot, but I never really was like this where I was able to talk without thinking that I was stupid. And now I feel like with the kind of charisma that I've added into my life, I'm able to articulate a little bit better. I'm able to kind of just shut my mind off, just talk, go through things, and I'm not having to put on a face of, let me pretend to be this, um, super intelligent, like I can do all things kind of person. It's like, no, I am me, and this is kind of what you're gonna get. I may just keep leveling up with my speech. I may be able to, have a little bit more pizzazz in my streams, but that's really where I feel like charisma has helped is not only am I able to, have conversations with everybody now, but it's the confidence level in having those conversations. I don't feel nervous about speaking to anybody anymore. And that's really helped me to be able to I think carry my streams, because it's not like I do any sort of good gameplay. It's like I'm half the time I'm not even playing the game. I just end up talking. And if that's kind of what my brand, I'll use the word, turns into, I'm okay with it, because it's fun. I enjoy it, and I didn't think I would like that part of streaming as the talking part, but I think that's my favorite part.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Arrow.
Yes.
Well,
Hi. How are you?
next.
Charisma. What is that? Who has charisma really in this world?
Coming from
Uh,
me.
that
Trial.
man himself right here.
I'm charismatic. I don't think I'm charismatic. Again,
Really?
like I feel like obviously like even in public sometimes like I get real shy around people, but then again like if it's like I know someone who doesn't really talk to other people or like they're shy as well, I'm kind of like I'm a what's the I'm an ambivert, right? That's the half breed of extrovert introvert, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Right. Yeah, I'm very ambivert, so I can switch, but you know, if I could, I just stay. You know, I'd stay by myself.
Fellow
I
ambivert.
chill.
Woo.
Whoa. You know, I think for really I shine when it comes to like charisma. When I last month, or no, 2 months ago now. Wait, no, last month. It's not October yet. I went to an anime convention and I really was like just able to talk with a lot of different people. I met new friends. I think it's charisma really doesn't shine. Like you don't know you have a charisma until you realize you start talking to people that actually have the same interests as you, and then they can like have the enjoy the company. See, I can't even say words correctly, guys. I don't know who said
No,
I have charisma.
you're manipulating it. No, that's the thing is you're in your head. We were talking about in your head about running. You're in your head right now because you really do, Pyro. You bring this level of um like this fun bubbliness is what you have to your streams.
Bubbliness.
Yes, you have the fun bubbliness of when you're doing your streams, you're reading through everything, you're adding fun little voices, the way you talk, the way you do things. That's your charisma in there. And it shines through in your streams. You just it like you said, at the outside looking in, I can see it, but not really believing in
Yeah.
yourself. I have a hard time perceiving it.
You're on fire, Pyro.
Yes, exactly.
Aw. Stop it.
I guess when it comes to charisma, if I want to do what Witty did, just equate it to video games again. I mean, to those of you who've played Fallout, you know what the special system is.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't say charisma is my highest stat or anything, but I'd like to think I have enough of it just to get me by. That's really about it. I don't think I have cultivated it enough or put myself in a position to use it and utilize it enough to really notice its effects on people. But that's just me. That's just my experience with it.
Same thing. Thinking you're not, and you go over here, you have the added charisma of, I mean, you're so quick with like that dad joke you just told. Like that was the smooth transitions of you being able to switch from serious to a joking matter is flawless.
Mhm.
Absolutely flawless, B. I hope you know that.
I appreciate that. A lot of times it's not really conscious or on purpose. It just happens sometimes.
Your charisma is leaking out.
Oozing, boy. Oozing out.
Yes. Oh, now, okay, Murray, are you gonna go, or are we about to hear from the charisma embodiment himself right now?
I mean, I can go. I mean, for me, you know, I don't really get shy, but I do get a bit guilty because I'm the kind of person who can really run away and just dominate the conversation. So I do end up getting in my own head. Like, you know, I thought
Mhm.
I was nervous about coming on because I've never really. This is definitely the most like public facing I've been in a very long time. You know, and I was worried. Am I gonna talk too much, or am I gonna get so worried about talking over people that I just don't talk at all? And you know, but I think I like to think that I'm keeping a good balance here. You know, I don't know what everyone else thinks, but I'd like to think that's about right.
God, yes.
You're a human,
No,
bro.
Appreciated you having you here so far.
Yeah, like that's crazy that you. I trust me on the talking too much thing. That is never going to be a thing. I love listening to people and I love hearing what others have to say. Like so, if somebody sits and rants on a topic for 10+ hours, I'm gonna be sucked in the whole time because I love learning about people. That's something I very much enjoy learning. Is how do people think? How is your brain working? How are you translating the question in your mind as opposed to how I'm translating the question. So, no, I think you're doing great. Dude, yes.
Hear that? How is your brain working? It's not.
One brain cell going right now.
Ooh, got the death blow on that damn hair rigging. Annoying as hell.
Yes.
Man.
Yapper. Yeah, it is. Yes, Jinsei, it is fine. It is totally fine to alternate the main not rapper, yapper. We're about to be
Yo,
all.
we rapping?
I know. Okay, hold up.
Please
That
no.
rap battle. I know. I'm like, oh
What do you
god.
please know? You don't hear these sick beats.
I mean, in my most recent mod, I did technically do a bit of voice acting. Most people won't realize that it's me because it's a ghost laugh sound that plays about halfway through the stage, and it is only very, very slightly pitch shifted.
Ooh, that is so cool though.
Yeah,
Oh my.
I'm quite good at doing ghost laughs. Let me just warm it up because whenever I try to show one off, like for the first time, I always screw up the first one. So let me just.
Oh yes.
That was
Nice.
yeah.
Oh my god, yes. The voice acting in games, that would be so much fun. I know Lone Stone talks about how he wants to voice act, and I think that is the coolest, like, would it be the most awesome thing to have your name on. Like you're going through the credits of something and then seeing your name next to something that you've created and voiced that is crazy accomplishment, pat on the back, all of the above.
Facts.
Unfortunately, I can't really voice act, but sound effects I can do. I can do an impression of almost any spray can if I can hear it, using only my mouth.
Febreze, go.
That's really good.
Yeah,
That's
like,
what's up,
okay,
bro.
Not bad at all.
Well, if
That's-
you need a voice, let me know. I'll happily do a voice.
yeah, I'm
Of
like,
course, of course.
Pyro's got that strong voice. We got a freaking community that has a bunch of strong, bold voices. Like, everybody has different tones and pitches and stuff, but they're all so. Everybody's able to articulate so well. I'm like, okay, we got a whole freaking movie cast over here.
Yep. It's gonna be Comatose the movie.
Well, I mean,
Yeah.
I don't think any of my upcoming projects are going to need voice acting, but you know, if you can pitch a you know, like a Sonic character you think you can do well, then I will, you know, keep that in mind for future projects. Because I do
Nice.
have one idea for a stage which would use some voice acting. I'm not sure if Knuckles is going to be in it, but Sonic and Tails definitely.
I'll definitely do a
Got
Sonic
me
voice.
thinking if I can actually try to do a Sonic voice.
Oh,
Possibly
heck yeah.
Eggman as well, but you know.
Ooh.
Oh, I can
Like
see
a
Pyro or
Pollock
Vilas.
Eggman or a Dean Bristow Eggman.
Well, I think my favorite Eggman performance was in SA2, but you know.
I like him in Frontiers. I ain't gonna lie. Frontiers Eggman was fire.
Oh yeah,
Oh, thank you,
Frontiers
Jinsei.
Eggman's pretty good.
Facts,
I don't
man.
like Jinsei over here with the compliments, dude. Thank you. Like, heck
Mhm.
yes, my man.
Jinsei over here gassing everybody up. That's how it's supposed to be.
God, yes.
But yeah, I'll go ahead and do my portion on the charisma. Contrary to popular belief,
Oh, yes.
I wasn't always this charismatic. Just like how everybody was saying that, like when you talked you felt like, you know, you weren't the best or anything, but I had realized that all of those voices I was hearing in my head was just the criticism of others that I internalized. And once I learned how to master my own mind and master my own emotions and not internalize everything, something I'm still working on. So it's not something that's like, oh, I just magically started getting better. I started to realize that you really start, when you start really focusing on yourself and actually paying attention to how you respond and how you react. I realized, I was like, dang, I'm actually funny as hell. I'm actually smooth as hell when I want to be. And then I was just like, I just need to be
Smooth
more
criminal.
confident. Yes. You've been hit by.
Oh, criminal.
But
You've been hit by.
you just realize that, bro, we allow so many people, so much of the world when we're younger to identify who we are, and if we don't have good people around us to show us how powerful we really are, we won't ever really know it until later. And there's still people who don't know their true power because someone either didn't tell them or they haven't done the self-discovery to find out how powerful they really are. And so for me, I I talked to a good friend of mine when I was in the military, because this was probably like the smoothest dude I ever knew in life. This boy, it didn't matter what woman was in his face. Somehow, some way, that boy could just get that woman to laugh, giggle, smile, everything. And I was like, bro, how'd you get so charismatic? And he said, bro, I just talk to people, bro. Just talk to people and see how they respond. See what happens when you have a conversation with them, because the only way you're going to get better at doing anything is by doing it. And I realized, yeah, we get so caught up in getting rejected and not being in groups and everything that we miss out on the fact that it's okay to fail at communicating. It's okay to fail at any skill, because when you first do something, you're gonna suck at it. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna continue to keep talking. I'm gonna continue to keep doing what I like to do as far as communicating, because I wanted to have better relationships. I wanted to have a better relationship with myself or how I view myself. I wanted to have people who genuinely want to be around me. And I just wanted to be funny like all the comedians that I watch. That's another thing. I watch a lot of comedians, like a lot of comedians. And I just like, okay, so that's how they say what they say to make people laugh. And that's the timing and the way he says this word and the type of word that he says, the inflection in his voice. And it's like, oh, okay, that's all you got to do to really get people to like you for real. Okay. And I was like, dang, it's actually easier than I thought. But just practice. That's how I got my charisma. I just kept practicing how to talk, kept practicing. Congratulations for the new apartment trial. So proud of you,
I
bro.
know. I'm like,
Yes,
new
congrats, Trial.
apartment hype.
Oh, yeah.
Yes,
Yes.
sir.
Nice.
Shout out to trial.
I wasn't
Trial,
really-
man.
I wasn't doing. I'll be honest. I wasn't doing a good job of keeping up with Charles' apartment situation, but congratulations. I'm glad you finally made some progress on that.
Yes, sir.
Yes, dude.
The way you made it sound, Malik, is talking more allowed you to become more charismatic. I mean, I hate to make this comparison again, but it's literally like Skyrim as far as I know, where the more you do something, the better you get at it.
That's literally life.
No, exactly.
Yeah.
Games emulate and imitate life. We don't have like EXP bars and like health bars and stamina bars, but the more
I wish.
yes, it would make things a lot easier. The more you do things, the more you grind, the more you level yourself up as a character, the more experience you gain, the more powerful you become, the more materials you have. But if you don't play, if you don't take action, you won't ever know how far you can go. And sometimes you really got to take a leap of faith and have faith in yourself, because even though a lot of us had our doubts, we actually are at the spaces that we were supposed to be at because we were meant to be here. And it just took us taking that leap of faith in order to get to that point. I equate it to a book that I read called Think and Grow Rich, where it said, do what you have with what you know and start where you are. And then as you grow, you'll get more and more materials, you'll get more experience as you go. And how I channel it for my channel is, anybody who comes through, I just try to always have a genuine conversation, like I'm talking to a real human being, like we just having a regular conversation. And I just try to always crack a joke. You know, I could be serious when it's time to be serious, but life was already serious enough. I don't want to add to the miseries of life. So I try to always bring light to it by making people laugh and making myself laugh. And it can help. Laughter is like one of the best ways to feel better. So being able to laugh at anything, obviously not laughing at something that's super serious and it needs to be addressed seriously, but being able to make a joke and realize that it's really not so bad when you think about it. That's what helps me channel my charisma.
Ah, yes. And I'll say, like, Lone Stone, you seriously have um helped me realize how much that does help with streams is being authentically yourself, because you are one of the most authentic people when you stream. You are yourself. You are unapologetically yourself. Like you always say, you are you. You're not trying to be anyone else. And that has, like, when I first started watching you stream, I not to say that I copied, but I may have modeled how I hold myself accountable for being authentic, kind of based off of what you were doing. Because it's like, okay, this guy's on here and he is having the time of his life playing games, but also just being human. Like, you're not putting on a show. I don't feel like I'm sitting in a stream going, okay, here's the next. What's the next skit? What's the next skit? It is, I'm sitting in a stream. I know I'm going to get some good gameplay, and I'm also know that I'm going to get random nuggets of knowledge and jokes and smooth criminalness. Like, it's fun. It is so much fun.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Yes. God, smoothest man alive, too.
That be me. That be me.
Yeah.
But is
Oh,
that
no.
is that
Maybe
everything? Anybody else want to go?
Okay.
Ooh, yeah, I was like,
I
I'm
think
Gucci.
we've just about covered it.
All right. So the next one we have on our list is: do you prefer single player games or multiplayer games, and why? Anybody can start.
I'm immediately gonna say multiplayer because sometimes it's going back to being in your own head, man. I need someone else to fill the voices, not me.
No, I like that. I like that authenticity of that.
And I also feel like sad when I can't play a lot of games by myself anymore. Well, that's just become a whole different issue rather than playing with the. I don't know. I don't know if anyone's ever else felt like that and just not enjoying playing by yourself anymore.
I will say I am the exact opposite. I am learning how to be a multiplayer gamer. I very much am a solo game player. And you guys have pulled this multiplayer gamer out of me that I never thought I would ever reach, because when I play video games,
Third eye has been
I'm
opened.
yeah, exactly. And I my third eye chakra is now aligned. But it's I when I play games, and I think what it was is getting in your head, but in a different way than you were saying, Pyro. For me, it was getting in my head of, I don't know if I'm good enough to be playing a game with someone else. I know when I'm playing a game, if I mess up, it's on me. I've messed up. That's on me. But when I'm playing with someone else, like, I'll use the example of Baldur's Gate that happened a few, like, last week, I think, when I was playing with Trial, and I literally team wiped us in a matter of 10 seconds because I did something stupid. And it was just me playing the game, just not paying attention, and I went through and just happened to set off all the smoke bombs and exploded everybody, and then it was game over. And I was like, dang, like, I hate that I was the cause of that. But then hearing everybody laughing, everybody enjoying it, and not hearing the, well, why did you do that? You me. There's never
Yeah.
been a time that I haven't felt, I guess, safe in a game with any of you guys that I've played with. And I don't know where I got it in my brain that I was like, well, even you, Pyro, when we play Peak, you literally carry the whole game because I am so freaking bad at that game. And I feel so bad every time because I'm just like, dang, Pyro wants to play a game with me, and he knows he's gonna have to. I'm gonna get about 10 minutes into the game and I'm gonna eat shit off the mountain. Like, it's
Yeah, but
gonna
that's what
happen.
makes the game fun.
Exactly.
And that's what I have a hard time conceptualizing, I guess, is that it's fun. It's fun regardless if we win or lose. It is still enjoyable. And not that
Mhm.
I'm super competitive in games, but it's still the idea that I have in my mind of I have to be good. I have to be on my best behavior when I'm playing a game. I can't play like I normally do. Like Skyrim right now. I died probably like 6 times just because I was too stubborn to change from a bow earlier. And if I was playing with someone else, somebody would be like, "Oh, well, why don't you need to switch equipment. You need to blah, 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 blah." And I think that's why I stopped playing multiplayer games like COD and stuff is because people will wring you just ragged and dry with just, "Hey, you're shit. This build is shit. You need to change your stuff." Nah, 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 and just will rip into you. And it's like, but that's not how I want to play the game. I
Yeah.
You
understand there's a level, but that's not how I want to play the game.
Shit, they would have hated me, boy. I would have been like, I'm gonna play the game how I want to play this goddamn game.
Exactly.
If you don't want to play,
I
get off
paid
my
have
damn
you
lot.
seen
$8 for this fucking game.
have you seen that original clip of I think it was Modern Warfare 2 where it's just that one guy getting mad at the other guy for using a riot shield?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah,
Oh
it's
my
Yeah,
god.
God forbid you use anything
those
else the
Yes,
game
thank you,
has.
thank you.
those videos are charming to some extent just because of the old kind of raw wild west of online gaming.
Yeah, oh my god, yes. It used to be a cesspool. I
Well, it
mean, it
still
probably
is to an
still is.
extent, but I know what
Yeah.
you mean.
Yeah.
I was like, it was a little bit more, you could use a little bit more flavored language is what we'll use. It was a little bit more accepted, I feel like. Now now I feel like it's at least a little, not calmed down, but I think the majority of those people have thrown some of that stuff out of their brains of the, hey, we need to talk to humans like other humans and not just a generated character with pixels on a screen kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
And that was my biggest issue with multiplayer though, is going from like a toxic community like COD, then switching over to people that actually want to play games, and just me just being in my head about it, going, I don't know if people will want to put up with me. I don't know if anybody will want to deal with my shenanigans, I'll say. And now playing multiplayer games, I mean, that's literally what I typically do now, is I'm playing with someone. I have so much fun, and I did not think that that was going to be anything that I would have fun with. I thought it was going to be just um, painful, honestly, getting in a game going, okay, let me load up. Okay, let me hop in. I'm not going to be able to joke around like I normally do. But no, it's exact opposite, actually. It's, hey, you want to play a game? Oh, you want to die a million times? It's okay. It's cool. Like, we'll just keep running it until we get it right. And I don't know if it's the community or just uh the how everybody takes multiplayer gaming, but I don't know. I'm so thankful for that.
Yeah, it's
Hey, I
important to
didn't
have
sip the
good.
poison, didn't say. I put the poison on the bow.
It's important to always have a good community because that really does make the experience a lot better. If you play with some
Mhm.
people that are just like being mad annoying and making you feel like you got to play the game perfectly just to have fun, then you're playing with the wrong people because their version of fun
Yeah.
is stupid. You should always have fun no matter what you're doing in any game because you're not going to be good at every game you play. So if it's a newcomer to a game, you're supposed to guide them through it and be patient with it because eventually they'll get good, but they're not always going to be in your level because they haven't been playing the game as long as you have.
There
It
is, though, a bit of a social contract sometimes. Like, you play a game where it's like three people and one person whose role is like the healer, and they decided, you know what, I'm just going to play the healer as a pure damage character, and they just never heal anyone. That's kind of griefing. As you
Yeah,
know, if you are playing a multiplayer game, play it how you want, but you don't do it at a point where you're doing it to the detriment of others.
exactly.
yeah.
That's where the
Yeah.
communication comes into play. Don't all speak at once now, class.
I know, I'm like, I keep I don't want to run anybody over because I can keep speaking. but
know.
also I want everybody else to
I'm
speak.
like,
Well, I can say, for me, I played both single and multiplayer. Like the two games I played the most, one is single player, one is in the last year. Yeah, so I don't. I just play whatever I'm feeling like at the moment. Whatever's most recently been released or updated.
I do have a quick question. Are you playing Borderlands 4 at all?
I am not.
Oh man.
Don't think I've played a Borderlands game.
Oh. We're gonna have to change that, Murray.
You might like it. It depends on how
And
you
my
feel
brother
about
has.
shooters, I guess.
Yeah, my brother is very big into shooters. His favorite game is Half-Life.
Nice.
Ooh.
fair.
Yeah,
Hey, I was
I
like,
have a lot of respect to the first Half-Life. I think it is it could go on to call it a masterpiece, if not for the fact that On a Rail is not a very fun section.
Half-Life. I haven't played that game since it came out.
Mhm.
That's one I need to add to my list.
I played
My
that fairly
never-ending
recently.
list.
Yeah,
Ooh.
I miss Gary's mod.
So I have to play Half-Life 2. We should play Gary's mod.
Yeah, Gary's mod. There we go. Gary's mod. That could be the game that we all play together.
Heck yeah.
Oh my god,
Someone-
we're not even gonna talk about topics. We're gonna talk about what's going on, or like what stupid things we're building in Gary's mod.
Facts.
The best
Oh.
way to make the best content is just do
Someone built-
unhinged things on the actual game, but never
Yeah.
address it.
Yeah,
Just let
exactly.
everybody ask questions,
Ah,
but
yes,
never
yes,
answer
yes.
any of them.
They're
Someone
like, oh, what
actually
are you
built
doing? It's
the
like, I'm not doing nothing. I'm just playing the game.
someone built the default map for Gary's mod in PO6.
Oh my god.
Nice.
That's what's up.
So, or as far as single player or multiplayer, this entire time people have been talking, I've been trying to think of a good answer, and I'll be honest, I still don't have one. It's pretty hard to decide for me. I think in my case, I've spent more of my life playing single player games, just finding my zone out place with
Yeah.
things like maybe campaign or miscellaneous game modes like Firefight with Halo or Spec Ops or Zombies with COD. But if I had to choose now that I think about it more, I would say multiplayer, just because multiplayer is such a good way for you to maintain that social aspect. I think games are better with friends. Some games aren't multiplayer, they don't allow it, but multiplayer is just a really good way for you to expand your social circle and meet like-minded people.
Facts.
I would just have to say multiplayer. It's
Mhm.
it's a hard decision. If I had to choose one type of game to play for the rest of my life and I couldn't touch single player games at all, it would certainly be difficult, but I think I could do it over time. Somehow.
See, and I still think I would, as much as I love the social aspect, I love a good solo gameplay. Like I love multiplayer, and I never thought I'd reach that level. But man, I just love, like right now I'm playing through Borderlands 4, and just kind of doing it, just sitting, going through it, and taking my time with it. It is so much fun, and I'm having fun playing it, and like I love multiplayer. I love doing that. And like you said, the social aspect is great. Like Repo, playing Repo has been one of the things that I look forward to every single weekend, is knowing that I can get on at 10 o'clock at night and we're going to play Repo until 2 in the morning and get nothing accomplished, but just laugh and cry because somebody is doing something stupid or we're throwing each other around and all that kind of stuff. Like, it is so much fun. But if I had to choose, like, if I was sitting there going, okay, multiplayer or single, I would have to go single. Just because I really like you said, Violus, the being able to shut your mind off and get into the zone thing. Because
Facts.
it's my escape.
So I'm gonna have to go with single player too myself, because it's just a fun time when you just playing a game and you just zoning out to your favorite single player games. Like some of my favorite single player games that I played is probably the Sly Cooper trilogy plus Thieves in Time, Jack and Dexter series, Crash Bandicoot trilogy, Spyro trilogy. just being able to just go and have an adventure and play a platformer all by itself, it's a fun experience, bro. And it's just something that you can't really have that experience when you're dealing with other folks, because you know other people play differently. And I do love playing multiplayer games when you have a good like team and a good amount of people around you. But that single player game, man, when you just on that mission by yourself, just chilling, vibing, figuring out problems and going on your own adventure, it just that sense of accomplishment when you finally get everything done. It's like, damn, I did it all myself. That's what's up.
Yeah.
Sense of pride and accomplishment.
Mm-hmm.
Anybody remember that meme?
I'm so bad with meme. I was so behind on the memeage. I'm behind on the internet world, guys. I feel like a caveman half the time. I'm like 10 years behind on any meme. Every time somebody makes a meme, I'm just like, yep, that's like 6 years old. I'm just now using it. Yeah, I've reached that point.
It's okay. Freaking you millennials, so like all these Gen Z terms and everything. I'm gonna start a Gen Z, and I'll be like, some of the stuff they be saying, I'm like, what are you talking about? And I'm like,
Yes.
you know what? I'm okay with being Unc at this point, because y'all be saying some stupid stuff. I'm not gonna lie.
Meme grandma. Yeah,
Yeah,
I
Gen
am.
Z and Gen Alpha has some just. I don't want to get into it too much, but the fucking way they speak sometimes just bothers the hell out of me. Not bothers me, but it's just like,
It's
how do you have no
random.
shame when you say things like this?
Yes. No, I try to keep up, and I can't keep up. I've just given up on the keeping up side of things. I go, okay, if I understand it, I'll understand it. If not, like I said, I'll just be 10 years late to it.
Meme grandma.
I know I'm like meme grandma. I am. I'm a meme grandma. I'm also not online a whole is my other issue. Like the only time I really get online is when I do streaming. Other than that, I try to stay off of social media, all sorts of stuff. I'm not a big social
That's
media
good.
person at all.
Keep doing that.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
good.
Oh, it's nice. I love it because I don't have that constant consumption because I was bad at one point where I was just consuming all of this stuff and it was making me feel so gross about myself. And I was like, I can't keep doing this because I am literally ruining the way that I look at myself because of people being able to post, snippets of their lives
Yeah.
and to curate this like perfect life that everybody thinks that everybody has. And I was looking at that going, why can't I have that? Why can't I have that? And I was getting to the point where I was just consuming it so much that I was literally just causing myself an added little thing of depression because it was like why am I not to this level? I'm this age and I see all these people, have houses and they're married and have kids and they're living this life and here I am just sitting not doing anything and it just made me feel gross. It was making me feel so gross about myself that now I mean my phone goes on bedtime mode at 7 o'clock. I don't try to stay on any sort of social media until like the weekends and stuff. I'll be on there a little bit later,
Mm-hmm.
but I try not to just sit and just constant consumption of media is what I try not to do.
Smart woman. Smart woman. It's important to do that, because I learned from Stelmo himself. Like he says, he's an this chronically online. He's a chronically offline person. Like he said, he has a news feed eradicator for everything, and he really only goes on YouTube and Twitter, and that's mainly just to promote his work and stuff. So I really limit a lot of the stuff. Like I don't watch TV because I really believe that that whole thing called television programming, what you're watching is programming you to act and behave a certain way, whether people want to realize that or not. So I like to control the media that I watch. So I'm usually just watching YouTube, and the only social media that I really go on, I got rid of TikTok. I don't even like using Twitter. Twitter is just insane. I have it, but just barely use it. I mainly use Instagram and YouTube. That's the main ones, and then Discord just to keep in touch with the community and make sure that I'm still networking with people. And just watching One Piece. That's really been my vibe when it came to the internet stuff. Other than that,
I love it.
I don't be playing around with this internet stuff, man, because you just some people really a lot of people be talking crazy on the internet, saying things that they would never say to your face. And I was like, I don't ever want to be like that, where I can just think that I can just be a keyboard person and talk crazy to people and then think that there's no repercussions to it, because people really do believe that they can just say whatever, and they don't think that people will come to them in person, and then you have to answer for the things that you say.
Oh yeah, yeah. The whole keyboard warrior thing, like that is a
Keyboard commando.
yeah. It's a crazy. It sounds like a crazy word, but it is. That's exactly what it is. It's the people that think that they can tear apart someone solely on the idea or image that they have in that moment in time. And like I said, most of the time that's like a curated image, curated something that they've thought of and, worked through and stuff. And it's not the here and now. And that's kind of where I've wanted to kind of keep myself grounded in, is here and now. I'm really bad about making future plans. Like I am miserable at that because I take everything. I live every day, day by day. I do not think of anything in the future. Like I said, it may come back me in the ass, but that's just kind of what's worked with me so far, or worked for me, is I think about, okay, this is what I'm going to do today. Not sure what I'm going to do tomorrow, but this is what I'm going to do today. And tomorrow my mood changes. I don't want to set people up for, I don't want to set myself up for not having any like success or anything. I think that keeps the disappointment levels lower by not setting a super high standard of, okay, this is what I'm gonna do this day. I take it day by day, and that's just how I choose to live. Not saying it is the correct way in any way, shape, or form, but that is just how I choose.
Also, we have 10 minutes left before we reach our 2 hour mark.
Oh, dang. Yeah, and I gotta be strict on time today. I'm sorry, guys.
Nah, you good. So we got
Oh, screw that. You're fine.
It's not even me. No, it's the dadgum dogs. Oh,
we got about 4 good topics done, so that's good. We still got 4 topics done, and that's all that matters. So for these last 10 minutes, does anybody want to say their last things, their last couple of words about themselves, about their channels, or just something in general for the audience? What you guys got?
No.
I guess I'll do mine, unless
Yeah.
Witty, you want to go first.
No,
Since
you
you're a
can
bit
go
more
first.
urgent.
No. You can go first. I don't really have anything. It was just if nobody was gonna talk, I was gonna throw out some stuff. So it's not like
So, first of all, everyone, thank you for stopping by. We appreciate all the people who have come by to support each and every single one of us here who have been streaming. Jensei, JNPC, Rye, Trial, just to name a few. I know there are probably Randall, Penny, Fergie, Mayonnaise, Viking, Lima. A lot of people in chat here today. And I think I speak for all of us here when I say thank you very much for stopping by. We appreciate your support recently. It's when you're first starting out as a streamer, it helps to have regulars who come in and want to support you in spite of your status or lack thereof as a streamer. So I just want to say once again that I appreciate and we appreciate every single one of you for coming by and showing support. I also want to thank Malik and Witty for organizing this and having me on. And I also want to thank Murray for coming by as a special guest for today's podcast.
You killed it, Murray.
Pyro, always nice to see you.
That's
And
really
one more thing I will say is, I guess I'll just, before I also have to go, I'm going to have to actually leave as soon as I say this. My channel should be in their titles, so if you want to stop by, I would appreciate that. If you're not following everybody else here who streams already, Malik, Pyro, Witty, they all stream. So if you want to support them and you haven't already, please go give them a follow. Consider subscribing if you want to, although no pressure. And if you're not familiar with me, then I would appreciate if you stop by as well. I'm currently playing Dragon Age, and I would love to see you there. But until next time, Malik, thank you for organizing this. I do have to go pretty much right now, so once again, I appreciate all of you for your support recently. I hope you all have a good rest of your day.
See you later, bro.
Yes,
Have a
thank
good
you,
one.
You as
V.
well.
That's good
Heck
with
yeah.
V. Witty, you had something to say, right?
So I was just gonna, cause yesterday I kind of had to do the same thing where I pieced out really quick. I just want to say thank you guys for all the freaking support that I've been just, I don't even know, has overflowed recently. Like yesterday, with
Nice.
all the freaking subscriptions that we got, with all the bits that we got thrown at. Thank you guys so much. I'm so honored, honestly, to have the ability to be able to continue to do this and give you guys great fun vibes, and you guys put up with me talking. So I watched the stream back from yesterday and we talked for like 2.5 hours. I didn't even play a game until 2.5 hours in, and that warmed my heart so freaking much. I just loved that. So I really don't think I can even express to you guys how much it means to me that I don't know, that there's the people that come in and you guys are here every single time, and then the new people that come in are willing to put up with just listening to us talk and all that kind of stuff. It was, I don't know, I'm having so much fun with this.
Thank you
Also,
for the raid, V.
yeah. Oh, nice. Also, if you guys are in Discord, and I'll just throw this out real quick, we did get the tag going. So if you guys want to add the tag to you guys' thing, no pressure, but if you want a little fancy something something to your stuff, we now have a Witty tag in there. So that's a little thing to throw out. I'll do a little self promo. I always feel bad doing self promo, but I'm trying to get better at it. So that's my little 2 cents I'll throw in for that. But yeah, the Witty tag.
Yes, sir.
But yeah, no, I'm loving every second of doing this. I love what we're creating with this podcast. I like same thing as last time. I enjoyed the shit out of this. I love that I'm able to have conversations with people that actually are willing to have open conversations about not just surface level. Like it is so refreshing.
Facts, man.
Yay.
Yeah.
And as for me, I'm going to continue streaming. I'm going to go ahead and continue with Kingdom Hearts 2.
Or you can play repo.
You're like, or Weepo. Oh my god.
I would love to, but I need to finish Kingdom Hearts. I got to
Yeah.
finish that series.
God, yes. I'm so I'm so excited. Oh, I
So
love it. I love it.
I'm going to go ahead and do that as soon as we get off stream with everybody. It's going to be fun. I'm going to keep my stream going. I'm just going to change title and everything. And yeah, it's been a good time. So if you guys have enjoyed us, make sure you give us all a follow. Make sure you follow our Discords, follow our YouTube channels, follow everything that we have on the internet, because we are all, and I mean all, doing amazing things as individuals. And I'm glad that we all are existing on this plane and this time together doing this amazing thing, because I have been enjoying every moment that we create something, bro. And it just feels good to be around people who just are willing to create the way I'm willing to create.
It is. It is refreshing. That is the best word I can think of, is just refreshing and therapeutic. It is so nice to know that there's actual humans in this world that aren't just miserable,
Facts.
honestly.
Some
Like,
of those humans are Murray.
dude, it is great.
Yeah, you ain't lying. But if there's nothing else, ladies and gentlemen, I've been Malik, the realest man breathing, the Lone Stone Playboy, the champion's chariot, and the master of the mind. I'm with amazing folks, and I will see you all in the next episode of the Comatose podcast. Peace out, everybody.
Heck yeah. Bye. I'll see you guys later. Talk to you
Bye.
later.
Peace.
Bye.
Bye, everybody.
Hold on, so you're still streaming, you said?
Yeah, I'm gonna still stream.
All right, I'm going to raid out to you.
All right, appreciate you.
Follow people. Oh, yeah, let me do my outro.
Go ahead, bro.
Yeah, I still have an outro, right? What I was saying, yes, we'll see when I stream. Maybe I'll stream tomorrow, or maybe I'll stream later today, but I had to wake up early, so maybe a nap is in order. We shall see. Yes, thank you, everyone, for coming. I hope you all have fun, an amazing, amazing time. Last message of the night. Do at least one thing to make you guys smile today, because everyone deserves a smile. Never do it about expense, unless it's the homies, then it's fair game. All right, everyone. I hope you all have a good day, evening, and night. And please go follow the raid to Lone Stone right
Yes, sir.
here, who still is playing Skyrim.
I'm gonna switch soon. I just wanted to make sure. I'm gonna stop local recording and start it again for Kingdom Hearts.
Gotcha. It's good.
Appreciate you, bro. Appreciate you. If there's nothing else, peace.